Hello and welcome to this special program in which we highlight Bahraini-Israeli relations. We're joined here today by the Minister of Defense of the State of Israel, His Excellency Mr. Benny Gantz. Hello, Mr. Benny, and thank you for joining us here today.
Shalom, salam.
Can you tell us more about the Abraham Accords and Bahrain's role in accomplishing it?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I really want to emphasize, with your permission, Yasmin, really the importance of the visit and what it represents. I flew in the same airplane that flew President Sadat when he came to speak peace in Israel. And here it is, 44 years later, I'm flying the same airplane and I'm coming to sign an agreement with Bahrain. I think it's a courageous deed by His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and the entire leadership of Bahrain. The accords are very important, and without the courageous of the leaders of Bahrain, UAE for that reason, Morocco and Sudan, and of course our former Prime Minister in Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and the support of the Americans, that would not be possible. I'm very happy that it happened. It set a positive norm to our relations, which enable us, of course, to further develop it and deepen it. And I think it's magnificent. You know, we can do so many things, of course, other than security. We can do science, we can do medical, we can do education, we can do culture, we can do tourism. Sky's the limit, and I'm very happy with it.
Can you tell us more about your visit to the Kingdom of Bahrain and Bahraini-Israeli relations since the Abraham Accords?
Yes, so indeed the relations have developed, which is very good. We already have some agreements about tourism, transportation, which is very important, agriculture, which is a great opportunity. And today we came here and to settle down and organize by an agreement security relations, which enables us to share information as much as needed and to do things together as much as it's needed. Unfortunately, we in Israel are very much experienced with security situations and security solutions. So we can share as much as the Bahrainian will be interested. The visit went very well. All the meetings we had, without getting into the details of the meeting, of course, were very good. And the Crown Prince and I, we had a very good meeting. So did we have with all the rest, and of course His Majesty the King was very open and very forthcoming. And you see a man with a gravita of experience, which is very good, and I enjoyed it very much.
The defense MOU signed between the two countries holds great importance. Can you tell us more about that and the role in preserving regional security?
I think that by signing this MOU, it helps us to better understand each other's needs and what might be the right solutions. We set what I can, without getting into too many details, I would say that we have a strategic working group that will sit at least once a year. We'll map the gaps, the security gaps, and see how we can help each other in filling them. This is a well-known routine between countries, and I'm very happy that we can share it with Bahrain. And I'm sure that within a few years we will see the outcome of it in different projects and operations and cooperation.
Can you tell us more about your visit, which included meetings with His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister?
Well, obviously I can just give the atmosphere, because whatever we talk inside should stay inside. But All the meeting I had, once again, from the welcoming of the Minister of Defense and the meeting I had with him and the signing protocol and the meeting I had with the commander, the Field Marshal, the commander of Bahrain Defense Forces, and with the Crown Prince and the King himself, were very good. I was not surprised to find a strong, experienced leadership that really wants the good for Bahrain and knows the way of how to get there. So it was very interesting, and you know, it's always interesting to listen to things from someone else's perspective, because you always see yourself and you think you understand everything, but no, there are other perspectives to it. And I think it was a very fruitful day. It was very hectic, you know, we went from one meeting to another, from a meeting to another, but everybody was very patient and very elaborative, and I think the meeting went very well.
And coming into my last question, is there anything you'd like to add before we conclude the special program?
Yes, I think that most important, the importance of peace. And I really would like to see the relations between our countries not just being formalized, but really being expanded into the situation so it will go between people to people. I would like to see Israelis coming to spend some time in Bahrain. I would like to welcome the Bahrainian people to come to visit Tel Aviv or wherever else they want to be in Israel. Both our countries are very small ones, but both our countries are very strong in terms of spirit. So I think we can do a lot of things together. And I'm glad that my children will grow up into their elder life in a better reality that I grew up in.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. It's been an absolute pleasure. And with that, we come to the end of our special program. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.